I miss you more than life. I miss you more than life.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Mackenzie. For today's video, we're going to be talking about Dancing with the Stars Week 7 Halloween night. I just want to shout out the hair and makeup team for this episode. Was so good. The special effects makeup, the wax, everything that they used to make these costumes really come to life and these characters really present themselves really well. It was so good. So I always want to shout out makeup and hair because I love that type of stuff. And then also Val, the dance pro that is partners with Gabby, is out with COVID. So first we had Daniela, now we have Val, but Alan Burston stepped in for Val's place, in Val's place, and I will talk about their performance when it comes time for their time. But let's just get right into the first couple, which was, I'm like looking over here, which was Jordan and Brandon. So they did a tango to Oogie Boogie. I don't know, like I'm immature, so that like is funny to me for some reason.
Well, what have we here? And if you aren't shaking, there's something very wrong.
So every week she gets comments about her frame and how her left arm is like flaily and it kind of just like goes awry sometimes. So she had to work on that for this performance, and I feel like she came out and she really killed it. She really gave it her all, and I think she really did make her frame way more correct, and you know, technique is really there. She is such a bright light to the Dancing with the Stars floor. Like every time she comes on and performs, it's just, you know, you're gonna like feel joy when you're watching her. She's so smiley. You can tell she's such a good person, and like I said before, I root for really good people, so I love Jordan. Len said it was her best dance for him. It was the show opener, so it really did set the tone for a really good episode. This episode was really good, like the Halloween and all the spooky and all the music and the dances. And also I do want to say the dances in between the getting judges scores or just alternating, you know, to a different couple are always so good from the dance pros. Always so good. She got a 36 out of 40. She got her first 9 from Len. Next couple is Charlie and Mark. We're just going to the big dog right away. They did an Argentine tango. I don't have all the songs for all of the performances, but I know that they did an Argentine tango, so I was excited to see that. The idea behind this was that it was like a vintage horror movie. It was supposed to give that feel. In the middle of the routine, she did like an exorcism walk, just kind of transition into a bridge in heels. Like she's just miraculously so talented and gifted. Len said that when she dances, it sends shivers down his spine, which I mean is like the ultimate compliment, because he's like the Simon Cowell. If you guys don't know Dancing with the Stars, or if like I'm just reiterating, but he like is the Simon Cowell of music shows. So it's always like you want to impress him. You want good comments from Len. Like they just mean more because he's the toughest critic for sure. She just hits every move so precisely, every accent, every beat, everything is perfect, like perfection when she dances. And she got a 39 out of 40. Not really sure why she didn't get a perfect score, but she got a 9 from Carrie Ann. Next couple, Daniel and Britt. So they did a passe doble, which I love that dance. I feel like it's just, it brings so much attack, energetic and really good. Also, I feel like it's very fitting for Halloween. Like it always just looks really good with spooky, creepy, eerie songs, which is all Halloween, so that's really cool. Daniel actually came up with the idea behind the performance, which I think is really cool because it really shows his creative side, like being an actor, because he said that scary movies don't scare him, but scary video games do. So he wanted to do a performance about him and Britt being inside a video game, and then they dive into an apocalypse, and it's this whole thing, and there's zombies, and it's like this whole video game brought to life.
What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me?
Daniel was actually sick this week for one of the days, so they had one day off of rehearsal. So I feel like on Dancing with the Stars, that one day can make or break. your routine. Like, I feel like every day counts, every second that you're practicing the routine counts, just because it is such a heavily, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure and a lot of weight when it comes to being on Dance with the Stars. I really enjoy watching Daniel because I feel like he's really intentional with his moves. He really cares and he really tries like his ultimate best to just be the best. Like, you can tell he really, really cares and puts thought in his moves, and like I said, there's intention with every move, and he really wants to be there. Like, he fights for a spot every week, which I think is really cute. The judges said that some of his technique was lost a little bit just because he was so into the whole performance and the aspect of like acting, because he is an actor, so that part comes really easy to him, but he still got a 34 out of 40. Next couple, Shangela and Gleb, they did a jazz routine too. Look What You Made Me Do by Taylor Swift. I love Shangela. She is born for this life. Like, there's some people that are born to be stars, and she's one of them. Also, my nails. Not cute, but we're not gonna talk about it, okay? She said that first time she ever did drag was during Halloween, for like a Halloween costume. So she said from that moment on, she was hooked and she knew that's what she wanted to do for her life. So what she was like Annabelle, and then Gleb was another scary doll, and Annabelle was trying to kill Gleb, the other doll, because the theory is like he was messing around with a Barbie, which I think is really funny, but it was really creepy, really, really good. Really in tune with the creepy characters, which just lend itself to a really good routine. Like, this was spot on, executed to perfection, and all the judges loved. They got a 40 out of 40. They got the perfect score, so I'm so excited. This is her, I don't know if it's her first 10, but it is her first perfect score, so that's, you know, amazing, and I'm so happy for her because she was at the top of the leaderboard. I kind of like spoiled stuff, but she ends up at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the show, so that's really cool. That's her first time at the like full top first place. I love that for her because she's just so well deserving. She comes out with like 1,000 out of 100 effort every day. Like, it's every week. Like, it's just really, really good. Vinny and Coco. So I was nervous because some weeks he'll be really good, and then he'll come out the next week and he'll look like it's week one. Like, it's not, he doesn't have consistency down, but this one was a lot better. There were zombies. It was like toxic waste, zombies. He did do a lot better. He did every move right. Like, there was no mistakes. It just still wasn't anything out of the ordinary or special. Carrie-Anne said that Coco's choreography is not matching his style. Like, it's not giving him a fair chance, I feel like, to really show the judges like that he can dance. That's what Carrie-Anne feels. So I like that she said that, because maybe she said that Coco's choreography is a little choppy, and she thinks if she incorporates a little bit more, maybe it'll feel a little bit smoother, because that's her comment, is like he's very like this move to this move, like it should all just flow, and the fluidity should just almost be seamless, and that's kind of what he lacks. I feel like although Vinny does take criticism really hard, like you can tell it really gets to him, but he does apply it and he does work on it. It doesn't always come to plan, but he sets his mind to work on it. They got a 30 out of 40. Next couple, Heidi and Artem, they did a tango.
Baby, I'm your David and you're my Goliath. Searching for redemption and
I'm honestly gonna say the same things that I've been saying, and it's just lackluster, mediocre. Like, I just hate it because I know she's holding back. And I wonder if she watches herself and thinks like, I am holding back, or if she feels like that's all she can give. Because I feel like we all can tell that that's not all she can give. Like, she has so much left. Carrie-Anne and Len feel like she plateaued, just kind of like coming out and doing the same thing over and over again, which I've kind of said. And then I feel like Derek sugarcoats her performance all the time. Like, I feel like he favors the D'Amelios, but I don't feel like he like critiques Heidi ever. And I don't really know why, because I feel like she could use critiques from him because she's the closest with Derek outside of the show. So I feel like if he were to say things, she would take it to heart more and really work on it maybe. I don't know. But that's just how I feel. She got 36 out of 40. Next couple, Gabby and Artem. Wait, not Artem. Gabby and Val. So, or no, not them either. Gabby and Ellen. So Ellen had to step in. She was nervous because it took her a minute to get comfortable with Val. You wouldn't even know that they had not been partners the whole time. So they did a Argentine Tango to Shivers by Ed Sheeran.
I never kissed another taste like yours. Baby, give me the shivers.
I feel like their chemistry was even more than her and Val's at some points. Like, it was really, really good. They were vampires. The dance itself gave me shivers, so I thought that that was kind of like a coincidence, kind of funny. I feel like Gabby is set apart from the others. She just brings something. Like, she is neck and neck with Gabby, Wayne. All the weeks, they all were tied up until now. The scoring is getting a little bit more harsher and hard to like get the highest scores, but they are all always around the same scores. She's so pristine, so attacked. This one felt different. This one felt really, really good. They started at the table. They used props. It was just really good, and her legs are beautiful. They got a 38 out of 40. She got a 10 from Bruno and a 10 from Carrie Ann. Next couple, Wayne and Whitney, they were dancing contemporary, which I was really excited about because contemporary is one of my favorite dances because I just feel like it means a lot. It has a lot of meaning, a lot of feeling. It gives a lot of emotion. It just gives a lot of the things that you want to feel when you're listening to music and watching dance. It pulls a lot out of the viewer of the dance. So they were half human, half robot. They kind of started in a lab, and then it was like system failure, and they came out of the tubes, and it was really good. It was like a robotic routine. I just feel like the isolations were perfect. The robotic moves, everything to me looked really, really good. I feel like it was intense. It was storytelling. It was just all of it combined. I feel like it was really, really good. It didn't exactly translate to the judges, I feel like, as well as it would have, but Bruno did give them a 10. I forget who else gave them a 10, but they got a 37 out of 10, which I would have, or why did I say 37 out of 10? 37 out of 40. So I don't know. I forget the comments, but for some reason, I feel like Len, I think, is just more old school. So when they do the like robotic moves, it's just not his style, and that's just never really gonna impress Len. Last and final couple, Trevor and Emma. I love them so much. Their chemistry is just full force. This one was an exception. Like, it was so, so good. They did a contemporary routine, which again, I love so much, and they danced to Ghost by Justin Bieber, which love that song. If you guys have never heard Ghost by Justin Bieber, please check that out. It's such a good song. What the idea behind the performance is that Trevor is a widowed husband, and he's kind of mourning the loss of his wife. Emma's the wife and the ghost, and he kind of dances with the ghost, and it's just so good. Like, you would have thought that Trevor was a dancer.
Young blood thinks there's always tomorrow. I know you crossed a bridge that I can't follow. I miss you more than life. I miss you more than life. And if you can't be next to me.
And he, at the beginning, was the one that I said had a phobia of dancing. He was so scared to dance, and he has totally, I love that. He has like the most like coming out of the shell, coming to appreciate dance, and like someone you just, like the unexpected. I forget what it's called when like the person just comes out of nowhere and just literally like attacks everybody, like with their talent that you didn't even know was there because he said he was scared of dance. I feel like that is so him. The concept was executed so well. Bruno said he had goosebumps. Everything about it was perfect. I think because he is an actor, he was just able to really convey the emotion. And like I said, it was beyond dance. It was just so good. And they got a 39 out of 40. After all the couple dances were done, since it is Halloween, they do a team competition. So there is 2 team captains. So we had Trevor as one of the team captain, and then we had Vinny as another team captain. Vinny's team was team Wicked, and Trevor's was Team Scream, I'm pretty sure. So Vinny's team, Wicked, consisted of Jordan Sparks, Gabby, Heidi, and Shangela. And they all danced to a tango. They did like a tango jive routine. And I feel like the comments for them were overall positive. They did kind of say like there was little mistakes here and there, but they got a 33 out of 40 overall for their score of their team. And then I went to Team Scream, who's Trevor's team, which consisted of, let me say it again, Charlie, Daniel, Wayne, and that's it. They had one less partnered for their team. They came out, they did really, really good. The judges' comment were most positive. They really, really loved it. They said it flowed nicely, like everything transitioned really, really well. And they ended up getting a 39 out of 40 and they got 310. So they significantly did a way better job than Vinny's team. That kind of just added points to their final scores as couples. That's really all that did, but it was just something fun and extra to do for Halloween night. Now we have to go to the not fun part that we have to do every single week. I have to talk about it, and that is bottom two. So the bottom two was Heidi and Artem and Jordan and Brandon. The votes ended up going to a tie, which ultimately leaves Len, the head judge, to make the final decision. He voted to save Heidi and Artem, so we had to say goodbye to Jordan, which I'm really sad about because she brought a really, really, really fun, light-spirited, positive, happiness energy to the show that I know we're gonna miss a lot. So I'm sad to see her go. That was all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more content. Today's subscriber shout out, I have to look at my phone because I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce this name. I'm so sorry if I butcher it. Jad El Mesri. I hope that's how you say it, but you are the subscriber shout out of the day. Thank you so much for subscribing, sticking around, and joining my channel. It means so much. I love all you guys. I appreciate you beyond, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.